What's up, guys? MiddleAgedGamer here. Again, we're playing Train Simulator, and I'm sorry if my hair looks extremely gay, but it's late at night, and I've already taken a shower. So anyways, let's get over the gay-looking hair for a second. Let's go ahead and get into the career scenarios. As you guys noticed, I post the Wenatchee Local Park 1 video yesterday, or the day before. I'm going to go ahead and do the Wenatchee Local Part 2. And it says we continue our local service for industries west of Wenatchee. This time it's at Winton Mill. So let's go ahead and get it loaded up. It's about 35 minutes and moderate difficulty. Alright guys, we're in the Google Maps portion of our video, and let's go ahead and take a look at where this route is located. Of course, it's going to be in Washington State, which is northwest US. Let's go ahead and get in, zoom in a bit. Don't want to change that around. So of course we start off in Wenatchee, or just outside of it. Actually, you know what? We're starting, I believe, somewhere in this area, because we ended in Kashmir on part 1. So I couldn't tell you exactly where we're going to be starting at, but it would be somewhere roughly right around here, probably on this straight section. So let's go ahead and zoom out. What I want to show you guys is the tunnel that you go through on the way up to, I think it's Winton Mill is where you're going to in the scenario. But this is the mill, from at least as far as I can tell, right in this area. And if you just follow this track down, hopefully Google Maps loads fairly quickly, you can see the only tunnel on this entire track that I could find is right here. And so you guys will be able to notice the tunnel when going through the scenario. So that's pretty much it for Google Maps on this one. Let's go ahead and get back into the video real quick. Alright, we are approaching our next industry. We have a consist of 3 empty wood chip cars destined for Winton Mill and a tank car with 2 open hoppers for a return to Wenatchee. Now we can head west to Winton Mill, since the track foreman has just granted us permission to pass through the tunnel work area ahead. Alright, let's go ahead and get in cab real quick. And let's see what all I need to do. I need to get the reverser forward. I'm going to go ahead and start letting out the brake. And let's go ahead and start moving forward real fast. And of course we'll make sure our headlights are on. Yep, headlights are definitely on. Go ahead and check our exterior here in a second. Looks like we're heading towards the tunnel right now. Get back in cab. Looks like there is something on the side of the tunnel. Oh, it looks like the road crew right there. Let's go ahead and turn the bell back on as we go through the tunnel. Not sure what the pattern is there. I'm just doing anything, but I'm going to go ahead and leave the bell on going through the tunnel. I did read somewhere on the internet that you're supposed to leave the bell on going through a tunnel, so it must be true, right? Everything on the internet's true these days. And when we get to Winton, we'll be switched to the passing siding. When in the siding, I'll review our assignment. Alright, well, I definitely like you telling me what to do this entire time. I don't have to think. And let's go get our cab light on, just so I can see. There we go. And we're in the extremely dark tunnel with a little bit of light right there. Not sure why that is. Somewhat barbaric of a tunnel, no lights. We can go ahead and take the bell off. And the graph below looks like we have to get down to 25. And let's go ahead and bring up our task list. We have to stop at Winton Mill Passing, it looks like. And we have a lot of cargo to couple with, it looks like, as well. So go ahead and start paying attention real quick. I'm not going to try to rush into the yard or Winton Mill. Let's go ahead and start braking. Alright, down under 25 miles per hour, which is good. That's what we want. Looks like we're coming up to the yard right now. Alright, slow ahead just before the next junction. Foul point, stop just before the barrel. And I think that's a barrel on the road right there. That's what it looks like, at least. And I also read about the bell. It's up to the engineer whether they want to have the bell going inside the yard. So, not sure if I'm supposed to use it or not. I guess it's completely up to me. Let's go ahead and brake just a bit more here. There we go. And let's see what it wants us to do next. Say dropping off. Okay, so your task here is to move all the empty wood chip cars, including those in the yard, to Winton Lumber Track 1 and pick up the filled wood chip cars. Uncouple the last 3 cars on the passing siding. So, 1, 2, 3. We're going to go ahead and uncouple this. If it will let us uncouple, that'd be amazing. I'm going to put the reverser in neutral just in case. There we go. Not sure if that has anything to do with it or not. It says pull ahead to the next junction. Let's go ahead and do that. Get in cab here. Let's put the reverser back forward and let off the brake. Give it some throttle. Let's just make sure we get past that junction point right there. There we go. You can go ahead and leave the bell on. And what I'll do, since I know we're going to be reversing, is go ahead and put the reverse lights on. Not sure if it's really needed since it's the daytime, but I'll go ahead and try to do what I can to make it as realistic as possible. Alright, set the manual switches to access track 2, then reverse and couple to the empties there. Let's go ahead and let off the brake, give it some throttle. And let's switch to tracks behind us. So we gotta keep switching back. We want to get to Winton Lumber 2. So let's go ahead and head towards 3, and it should let us switch over to 2 from what it looks like. Let's go ahead and switch again. There we go. Now we're on Winton Lumber 2 at the bottom, as you can see right there. Go ahead and start slowing down. I'm just going to leave the bell on while we're in the yard again. I believe it's up to the engineer for that. Try to be around 2-3 miles per hour if you can. Let's go ahead and brake. It says couple all the empty wood chip cars together on track 1, so I believe that's this track right here. Let's go ahead and pull back forward. Get in cab for this. We'll put the headlight back forward there. Again, doesn't really make much of a difference. Put the reverser forward. Go ahead and let off the brake. And we'll start moving forward here. Now I want to go back to the exterior again because I want to be able to see where we need to stop up ahead. And just make sure you don't go over the 15 miles per hour in the yard here. And make sure we get past the junction point here. Give myself a little bit of room just so that when I start reversing I have enough time to switch the track to the correct one. There we go, past the switch there. And we can go ahead and rotate our view around. Reverser is going to go back in reverse. We'll go ahead and switch to reverse lights as well. Release the brake, 3 short blasts. There we go. I want to switch to the correct track, Winton Lumber 1, which it's on now. Let's go ahead and start reversing. Guys are still tuning in, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please comment as well. You can see in the description how I'm recording and also ways to get a hold of me on Steam, Origin, PS3, whatever you want to. I'm mostly on Steam nowadays though. And let's go ahead and try to get under 3 miles per hour if we can right here. There we go. And it says uncouple all the empties here. The mill workers will fill them this coming week. We'll be back for them then. Let's go ahead and get towards the front so we can see what we're doing. Bring up the couple menu. We're going to go ahead and uncouple everything right there. So we got to gather the wood chip cars on track 2, which we were just on. So let's go ahead and get back forward. Turn the headlights back on. Release the brake. And we'll put the reverser forward. Thought I had a whole train with me for a second still, not sure why. So I'm glad I caught that before I ended up speeding. Let's go ahead and get past the junction point again. Put the lights back in reverse there, and we'll go ahead. Reverser needs to go in reverse. Release the brake, and let's go and make sure we got the right switch. So we want to go to Winton Lumber 2, which we're on right now. Go ahead and speed up just a bit. Let's do this one from in cab. Go ahead and turn around right here. And I'm kind of, you know, sometimes I do want to do videos like this completely from in cab. I don't know if that's really a good idea or a bad idea. I think I tried to do that on one of my other North American routes, or scenarios I should say. So I guess it just depends on how simulator you want to go with it, how much simulation you actually want. Try to get under 3 right here. Yeah, maybe a bit too slow. Speed up just a bit. There we go. Of course, always go ahead and brake after you couple up. That way you're not rolling backwards. It says good, now pick up the filled wood chip hoppers on track 3, which they're right next to us. You can see right there. So what we want to go ahead and do, get the reverser back forward, headlights back on, release brake. 2 notches. We still have the bell on for starting and stopping even though we're in the yard. And we'll go ahead and go back so we can reverse back to track 3. Go and let off the throttle there, just let it roll. And if you guys do want to see me play some other video games or other scenarios, routes in this video game, please go ahead and leave me a comment, let me know. I had a couple requests for other games, so I am planning to work on maybe 1-2 other games. I'm still really liking playing this game, so it's kind of hard for me to give up an entire week or night to start playing a new game and try to make videos on it. Looks like we have a train up ahead, as you can see. I don't know why I can't drive one of those. I want a long train like that. Is that 2 or 3 engines in front? Looks like 2. Or no, it's 3. Right there. Let's go ahead and brake. Again, just going to change around the headlights, and let's go ahead and rotate our view so I can see what's happening. That's quite a long train if it's still going. Yep. Let's go ahead, reverser in the reverse. We can release the brake, give it some throttle, pretty short blast. Let's go ahead and switch the track behind us to track 3. There we go. The train is still going, isn't it? There's even a locomotive in between there. Jesus Christ, it's insane. Go and view it that way so we can see the train there. as they're pushing up the back of that long train. There we go, hooked up. Let's go ahead and brake. It says return to the passing siding and recouple to the tank car and open hoppers, which are up there. Let's go ahead and get back in cab. And put the headlights back on, reverse or forward, go ahead and release the brakes. And let's give it 2 horns. And we'll get moving forward. Again, you don't have to do all that. That's just kind of my sequence, trying to be a little bit more realistic than I have been in the past. So hopefully I'm getting most of this right. Hoping to edit this video tonight, but chances are by the time I finish this, it's going to be, Jesus, I don't even want to know what time it is, 1 or 2 in the morning here, and I have to work tomorrow, so I'll probably be putting this up sometime tomorrow night. Again, not really in too much of a hurry. I know there is a timetable, or I believe there's probably a timetable at some point in the scenario. So hopefully I'm meeting it. I'm pretty sure I probably will be, but we'll find out. And just snaking through the switches right here. And once we get past here, we need to go ahead and back up. Go and start braking. The reverser, want to get the reverse lights on. We'll swing around here so we can see where we're going. Give it some throttle, and let's go ahead and switch to track. There we go. Again, just want to be around 3 miles per hour or so there. Okay, consist, complete, make sure none of the cars are sitting over the junction, push them back if necessary, so we need to go ahead and push them back just a little bit. Alright, go ahead and brake, and I think that should give us the next instruction, at least I'm hoping it does. Don't see that happening. Let's go ahead and back up just a bit more then. Maybe I had to have the whole train in that colored area at the graph at the bottom. Go ahead and stop it now and see what happens. Hopefully that will make it go. Can only hope though, right? Winton Mill passing, we're definitely there. Put the reverser in neutral just in case we brake harder maybe. It says drop off. Oh, we gotta drop all these off. Is that what it's saying? So first one would be 20. Jesus, is it all these? Oh, okay, so we had to drop the entire container off. Okay, now in order to return to Wenatchee, we have to run around the cars and recouple heading east. Drive ahead until you pass the west siding signal. Great, so we get to drive around with absolutely no cargo. To me, that's not very exciting, but let's go ahead and get the headlights back on, brake off, and reverser forward, give it some throttle. And let's go ahead and get back in cab for the time being. And to bring up our task list, we've got about a mile and 3/4 to go, roughly. And have you guys, or has anybody out there actually got the PS3, or no, I should say PS3, the PS4, the Xbox One? I'm still looking for a PS4. I can't find it anywhere online. I haven't really gone to any stores to really look for it. I called one or two, said they didn't have it, kind of gave up at that point. So I'll probably pick the new generation systems up as soon as they're readily available on shelves. I'm not going to go fight for one, and you know, the Black Friday craze here in America is absolutely insane at times. You see all these horror videos of people trampling over other people. So yeah, that's why I order online. I go to Amazon or a company like that. That way they can bring it to me instead of me having to try to go to them. Okay, so there is a timetable at the bottom left. It looks like our ETA is about 5 minutes ahead of our supposed arrival time, so we're making plenty of time on this video so far, which is good. Let's go ahead and do train by real quick. It's kind of sad. Reminds me of that song, "One is the loneliest number." It's just not an exciting time in this engine's life by any means. I'm gonna turn the bell off. I don't need it at this point. I don't see any junctions coming up either. I was wondering if the camera was going to switch or not. We're just going to continue watching it go by. Oh, I'm going to speed up. I'm losing quite a bit of speed right there. This doesn't really matter. I don't have to push the speed as much as some scenarios. Again, we're 5 minutes ahead as of right now. Let's go and get back in cab. As you can see, I'm using the Raildriver to your bottom right. There's a lot more work going into the editing of the videos with multiple webcams. So please let me know if you guys like that. Also doing the Google Maps part in my videos now. Let me know if you guys like that. To me, they're all good additions, but you know, some people may say the Google Maps portion section should be taken out. Luckily, I've got positive reviews on everything, but if there's something that you guys would like me to do or like me to try differently, please let me know. I do like constructive criticism. As long as you're not just saying fuck off or something similar to that, we'll be all right. Alright, I gotta stop in just under half a mile now. Alright, getting pretty close to where we need to stop now. Let's go ahead and get stopped right now and be reversing at this point. Alright, it says wait for the signal, then reverse to the east Winton signal. Alright, looks like I have a green light as far as I can tell. So let's go ahead, and we already got the reverse lights on. Release brake, we're in reverse on the reverser, give it some throttle. Like we do up to 45 right here, so luckily it's going to be a quick journey back. I'm definitely going downhill at this point. Pretty good scenery. I mean, it looks like we're on a bit of a incline. Got the mountains in the background, lots of trees. Definitely the type of track I'd want to be running on. Unfortunately, we don't have a long train, or I guess any train, in my opinion, in this particular scenario. I'm hoping it gets better, but it's only 35 minutes long. I'm assuming I'm at least 20 minutes into it or so. But we'll see what happens. And just had a mile to go. Mainline Winton. Let's see what it's like to be in the cab. Not a horrible view, definitely a lot better than the steam locomotives that you have in the game. Go ahead and slow down just a bit, under a half mile to go. I'm going to go and get on the exterior as well. Okay, it says go via. For some reason I thought it was saying stop at the mainline Winton, which is right here. signal is over red. Don't think it is. No, it looks to be green down there. Stopping this Radiator read coming up. Let's go ahead and increase our braking real fast. So if I didn't brake too hard. There we go. Make sure we can stay on the move. There we go. Go ahead and wait here for a second. Put the reverser forward, put the headlights back on. Alright, drive forward. In order to couple to the consist on the passing side, you'll have to request passage past the stop signal tab key. So mine should be a button on the Raildriver, and request pass maybe? Okay, so I guess I don't have my key programmed correctly on the Raildriver anyway, so use tab on the keyboard, not a big deal. Let's go ahead and let off the brake, give some throttle. And we need to go to Winton Mill passing, which I'm hoping it's on. Yeah, it looks like it's switched on. So we got a couple to this up here. Go ahead and leave the bell on. Can only assume we're going to be going the other way here shortly. Got 750 points so far, so it looks like I'm on track. Hopefully I'm still on with the timetable. I was 5 minutes ahead earlier, so I don't see any reason why I would be behind at this point. Let's go ahead and start braking. Go. Now head back east to Wenatchee, stop at Winton Tunnel. Let's go ahead and get turned around here. We'll get the reverser lights on. Reverser, of course, in reverse, let off the brake. Got just over a mile to go. Take a look at our cargo real quick. Back out just a bit. Go and get back in cab now. I'm just afraid to go over 15. I know it says 25 here, but I want to wait till I get onto the main track here. And bring up a notebook. Looks like we're already towards the end of the video, so just another mile to go. I guess it's a decent scenario. I still want something on Stevens Pass with the long train, and so I'm hoping that the next scenario that I do actually has that. But I guess we shall see. Still don't know if Stevens Pass is worth it yet to buy. I do like the scenery so far. Not 100% great with the scenarios as of yet. I'm sure there'll be one or two epic scenarios. You know, it's really hard to get a good one that's only 30 minutes long. It's pretty rare. Let's go ahead and speed up now. Oh yeah, we're 8 minutes ahead now of our timetable, so definitely way ahead of schedule. Let's go and get the bell off. And you can already see the stop point right before the Winton Tunnel coming up. So just be mindful of that. Last thing you want to do is go ahead and speed through. Go ahead and start braking a bit harder now. Go and put the bell back on for people by the tunnel here. And hopefully that will do it right there. And let's go ahead and wait a minute and see what happens. Hopefully I didn't make any errors. I don't think I did. Alright, you completed all the assigned tasks for today. Good job. Looks like we got the 1,000 of 1,000 points there. There you go. And so that was Wenatchee Local Part 2. Hey, I want to thank you guys for hanging in there with me. Pretty tired, so hopefully it wasn't too boring on your guys' part. I'm going to go ahead and start editing this hopefully tonight. If not, you guys will definitely see this tomorrow. And that completes the Wenatchee Local Part 2 scenario. Alright guys, take care. Talk to you guys next time.